when computers quit working, they often get pushed to the back of a closet or a basement corner. You can't just throw them out.
That makes opportunities like the annual recycling event from Schrock Innovations extremely valuable.
We're happy to welcome back the owner and the gentleman who helps us compute this each week, Thor Schrock. Hello.
How's it going, ladies?
Hey, this is an event that a lot of people are going to benefit from.
Yeah, this is extremely popular. Every year we do it. And every year we think, okay, we did the big event, we collected like a tractor trailer and a half full. There can't be that much more, right? But every year we get something old. Last year the big thing, my technicians make a game out of it. Last year they said, because we'll take any computer related equipment or any cell phone related equipment. So last year it was the game to count how many bag phones that we could collect. And like half of my technicians looked at the older technicians and said, what's a bag phone?
Oh my.
And we're like, it's a phone in a bag.
That was high tech.
Yeah.
It used to
Not
be.
that long ago.
And he's showing us the new Samsung Galaxy there with all of these bells and whistles. It's incredible to
Yeah.
think about how far things have come.
You can scroll with your eyes.
But the thing is, a lot of our cell phones, computers, it has sensitive information on it, and so you
Yes.
can't just like set it out by the curb, otherwise you're in trouble.
Yeah, and this is what a lot of people forget about. When you have a computer, or more specifically as the smell phones, we don't quite have smell phones yet, but I'm sure they're coming.
Next week.
We have iPhones.
Yeah, why not a nose phone? But as the cell phones become more and more prevalent, where you're storing things like information and saved passwords in the browsers and things like that, if you just take those phones and run a factory wipe on them and then sell them on Craigslist or something, anyone with rudimentary data recovery skills, you don't even have to have the equipment that we have, can get that data all back off the phone. All the pictures are geotagged with your GPS, so if you took pictures at your house and you recycle the phone, well, you know, you're supposed to meet people on Craigslist in a public place. Well, they can pull up the pictures on the phone, look at the geotagging, and see exactly where you live. And yeah, you had a good Christmas last year, you know. I should come pay you a visit. But yeah, you get a text back like, hey, how much you want for the TV, you know. But basically with computers, we've all been trained to know there's data on the hard drive. You can't just throw them away, especially if you're a business. If you can't just throw these things in the dumpster, you usually have to pay a service to come get them, especially if you're concerned about the data. So what we do at Schrock during the recycling event is you can turn in it's a 2-day event, this coming weekend, Saturday, Sunday, all day that we're open, but you can drop off any computer equipment, printers, scanners, keyboards, mice, cords, manuals, discs, all that stuff. Audio cassettes even, because those are remotely...
8-tracks?
I've never seen a computer running an 8-track, but you may, who knows. Not satellite dishes, not VCRs, not 60-inch big screen TVs with wooden bases, please. But you can recycle any computer-related stuff, and the monitors, the big thing for the event is usually we have to charge for the monitors because they are expensive to get rid of. The first monitor, one monitor per person is free during the event. So if you've got that old big CRT in the basement, that 21-inch Gateway monstrosity that was really cool when you bought it, with the flat glass screen and everything, you can drop that off at any of the service centers, get it recycled for free during the event.
Reassure us about the data. When you clean it, what happens to it?
Well, first of all, no hard drive ever leaves Schrock Innovations without being wiped first.
Is there a person back there behind those?
A little head peeking
Yeah,
up.
that was an employee who was peeking up over the top to give us a frame of reference for how tall the stack was.
It's incredible.
Yeah, but basically we wipe all the data off the hard drives so that you don't have to worry about any data ever leaving our service center. Then all the stuff that gets recycled is actually properly recycled. It's not shipped off to Africa. It's not buried in a landfill somewhere. It's not thrown in a dumpster out back after you leave. It actually gets picked up and recycled. So we've got a number of recycling partners for the event. Our goal this year is we want to take 2 tractor trailers full. So that's a lot of stuff. But we have 3 locations now, so we should be able to get that much.
Is there a limit to how much stuff people can bring in?
No, that's the beautiful thing. Like if you're a corporation, if you're like a Gallup or a ConAgra or something, and you've got just like a basement full of old computers running Windows 95.
If you're the Journal Broadcast Group,
I think
we've
we
got
have that in our basement.
our basement
actually.
is a graveyard of old technology.
Yes, you can load up a pickup truck, drive it over, and drop it all off. If you need a recycling receipt, we can give you a recycling statement saying we recycled 21 towers for you. That way, if you ever get audited or something by the EPA, you have a receipt you can show.
Yeah.
But there's no cost. I mean, we'll help you unload it. We'll help you load your car. If you have a large load pull around the back of the building, we'll help you load it out into the shop so that you don't have to get out and bust your knuckles moving all this stuff again.
The only cost is if you have more than 1 monitor, but
Right.
everything else is totally. Why do you do this?
Why do we do it?
Yeah.
A couple things. There's a selfish reason and a not selfish reason. The not selfish reason is it's the right thing to do. I mean, it's a corporate responsibility thing. We produce computers. We put computers out into the environment. We need to make sure that we are recycling at a minimum what we put out. And we recycle actually about 5 computers for every one we sell. So we are a net positive in the ecology department. The second thing is every year there's a wonderful senator somewhere, every 2 years, in the legislature who decides we need to pass some giant recycling tax bill, and we'll only charge companies like Schrock like 20 grand a year. And then they'll pay us based on the tonnage, and then we'll set up these recycling centers and get government involved in it. And it's like every year we testify against it, like we're already doing this. You're trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist just because you want to solve it. So look at what we're doing. We're an example for other companies. Other computer repair shops come dump their stuff on us.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, so because you literally, if you throw this stuff in a dumpster and you're a company and you get caught doing that,
you get fined.
it's $25,000 per item.
Well, all 3 locations, and you see the hours there. Those are the hours of operation. So it's not a sort of a 2-hour deal, and if you don't get there, boy, you're out of luck. All day Saturday, and then Sunday, noon to 5 o'clock. SchrockInnovations.com is the website. And in terms of those 3 locations, one in Omaha, one in Papillion, that's the newest, and the original is in Lincoln. And so get your stuff there. I know you say businesses can bring it in, but I know you do this for us regular Joes and Janes.
Well, it's estimated the average household, there's enough computers in storage in the United States to give every man, woman, and child in the U.S. 2 computers.
And please let us know how many bag phones you get this year, okay?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what they're going to collect this year. Is it going to be bag phones? Is it going to be,
flip phones,
computers from the 1980s?
Bricks.
Oh, the flip phones are still too common. But it's amazing. We get the phones turned in, and you open them up, and people don't even wipe them before they give them to us. Now, we're honest. We're going to wipe them and then zero them and run them on the degosser and kill them.
We got to go. SchrockInnovations.com to learn more about this guy. Thank you for coming in today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, the event that might remind you, maybe, of being a kid. It's coming up.
And when you put your house on the market, you want to get top dollar. The specific things you can do that will pay off, that's coming up next.